All right, so the reason I wanted to make this video is because there seems to be a million videos on YouTube about how if you simply take items off of Alibaba or Amazon and resell them for a little bit higher on eBay, you can make a lot of money. But I wanted to kind of tell you the truth about the situation. I'm somebody who's been selling on eBay for over a decade, and here's the reality of the situation is that whenever you sell something on eBay that's easy to get your hands on, um, people will copycat you. And it's just logical if you think about it. Most of these videos instruct you to look at somebody else's eBay previous sales and kind of copy what they're selling. I mean, it's that's a smart approach because you're doing market research, you're seeing what already sells. The problem is that they're instructing people to do this, so now everyone does this. So when something's selling really well, you're going to get copycats almost as soon as you start selling consistently, which is what you want. You want a business online that's bringing you money consistently, and with eBay, as soon as you become consistent, you'll get so many copycats that it will oversaturate that market, and it'll become too competitive to the point where it won't be consistent anymore. And that's the challenge of selling, in this arbitrage way, items that you find on Amazon and Alibaba and reselling them on eBay, is that as soon as you find something that has low supply and high demand and you start selling it on eBay, you're going to get copycats. So the thing to remember is that if you want to do this, it's not a kind of passive static income thing. You're going to have to constantly be finding new products that people want but don't yet know are out there. You're going to constantly be trying to meet demand that hasn't been met yet. And that's the obvious thing. A lot of people are presenting this as you simply plug these things on eBay and there you go. You have an income stream now. And sometimes that can happen, but it's really not normal. So I think a lot of people who are taking this eBay route, who are trying to start eBay businesses, what they really want is a business where they don't have to be working all the time. And in that case, what you really want to do is you want to be creating your own niche, your own demand. The problem with eBay doing this kind of sales approach on eBay, where you're just reselling items at a little higher cost, is it's not creative. You're not creating anything new. I mean, that's therein lies the real problem, is that it can be so easily copied by other people. The supply in the market is just too high in most of the cases, unless you're willing to really be a full-time professional, constantly testing new products, searching for new products that are in high demand but aren't in high supply on eBay. So one way around this is to use your own creativity in what you're selling on eBay. So let me give you an example. One of the best business experiences I had on eBay was when I was selling t-shirts. This was kind of my introductory lesson in eBay, was selling t-shirts. I had a small t-shirt business when I first started in 2000, the year 2000, selling t-shirts. And what I would do was I would find kind of things that had cult followings, like a movie that I knew had kind of a niche following that was really strong with a select group of people, and or a musician, something like that, and I would create a really good design for that t-shirt that I knew those people would like. And it was usually something that I kind of liked too. But I knew it wasn't totally mainstream as well, so I knew I would be kind of the only game in town, or one of the few games in town to buy this kind of design, so there wasn't an oversaturation in the market. And that's a really big thing on eBay. If there's lots of people selling the same product as you, it's almost impossible to get sales because they're kind of looking right past you. You're trying to beat the odds. If there's 100 of these items already on eBay, you have basically, depending on the time and the way you do the listing and all that, which can be manipulated a little bit to favor you, you're still going for a 1 in 100 shot. So basically, I would create these products in these niches that I knew were underserved, and for a while I would get good sales, and it's really consistent. Some of these shirts would sell 5 or 10 a day, and some of them were so the supply was so low that people were willing to pay lots of money for a shirt that I would only pay, $3 or $4 total to buy the actual blank shirt and for the printing as well. I mean, t-shirt printing is usually a model used for small businesses online because, it does involve this easy way to be creative, to create new products for underserved markets. But even now, and I experienced this with my little t-shirt business, is that when you get really consistent, people will copy your products or your designs, whatever it is, people will copy it. And this is why I think that unless you want to be a full-time, basically self-employed person working on eBay, you should, depending on what your goal is, if your goal is to kind of have a business that creates money for you without you having to work all the time, then an eBay business might not really be the best way to go. You really want to try to create your own products, create your own demand, and really, I think, create your own following of some kind. Because if you have a following of people who you like and who like you and who trust you, you can kind of sell things that you actually believe in and that you actually like and, want to share with people rather than just products that you have these numbers on that have already sold. So I'm definitely not trying to talk you out of trying this kind of business model, but know the challenges that you're getting into. Know that there is going to be, especially if you're trying to resell from Amazon or Alibaba or one of these places, know that the supply for most of these items is going to be very high. And it's going to be very hard for you to be a sort of leader in whatever that niche is and to actually get consistent sales. You will have to put a lot of consistent work into it. But I would say my argument to you would be that it's a lot more fun and a lot more consistent to create your own brand, to create your own niche, whether it's products or content, whatever it is. Creativity is kind of the answer to the whole oversupply, under demand issue that's happening on sites like eBay. Of course, there are professionals who devote all their time to it, who rise to the top, and that's great. But in general, I don't think that's what most people want to do or are cut out to do. So on this little show, that's mostly what I'm going to be talking about. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, then check it out. All right, talk to you later. Bye.